Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Thank you for click this video. I'm Intan and I'm from class D. Today we will talking about word formation process. But before that, I will explain about what is word formation process. So the definition of word formation process, or also called morphological process, is a means by which new words are produced either by modification of existing words or by complete innovation, which can in turn become a part of language. After you know about what is word formation process, now I will explain to you about type of word formation process. Different type of word formation process are employed to create new words. However, all word formation process basically bring either inflectional or derivational. Therefore, inflection, or also called inflection, and derivation are the two core process of word formation. So guys, the major word formation include but are not limited to the following. I will explain that. Stay tuned. First, affixation. It is a word formation process wherein an affix is attached to a root, or also called stem and base, to form a new word. A root is a free morpheme, or also called unbound morpheme, that can appear alone, and the other hand, an affix is a bound morpheme which never occurs by itself, but is always attached to some free morpheme and can be either inflectional or derivational. In English, there are two types of affixation. 1. Prefixation. In this morphological process, words are formed by adding an affix to the front of a word. The type affix used in this process is referred to as prefix. For example, an plus td become untd. 2. Suffixion. In this morphological process, words are formed by adding an affix to the end of a word. The type of affix used in this process is referred to as suffix. For example, fear plus less become fearless. Second, conversion. This refers to the change of function or part of speech of word without adding an affix. Conversion is also called zero derivation or null derivation, since the functional change is brought about by supplementing an invisible affix. Sometimes it is also called functional shift. Typical conversion is made from noun to verb and from verb to noun. For example, noun to verb, like access, email, film, name, and save. Verb to noun, like attack, alert, hope, increase, visit, and cover. And adjective to verb, like brown, black, and slow. And the last one, adjective to noun, like crazy and nasty. Third, back formation. Back formation is a morphological process in which new word is created by extracting affix from another word. In this way, it is the reverse of affixation, in which affixes are added. Back formation is also different from clipping size. It brings a change in the parts of speech or the word's meaning. For the example, the noun insertion has been back-formed into verb insert by removing the suffix "-ion". Number 4. Clipping. As the name suggests, clipping is the word formation process in which a word is reduced to a short form. With a sharp contrast to back formation, clipping keep the original word meaning intact. There are 4 types of clippings. 1. Back clipping, or also called final clipping or uppercut. It involves the transcription of end of a word as in ad from advertisement. 2. For clipping, or also called initial clipping and aphrasis. It is the removal of the beginning of a word as in phone from telephone. 3. Middle clipping, or also medical clipping and syncope. It is the extraction of the beginning and of a word in flu from influenza. 4. Complex clipping is removing multiple parts from multiple words as in celebgram for telegram. 5. Compounding, also called composition. By this process, 2 or more than 2 words are combined together to create a single word, having a single idea and function. In English, there are compound nouns, compound adjectives, and compound verbs. Customarily, compound words are spelled as a single word or as 2 or more hyphenated words, and even as 2 more separate words. For example, word life plus style become lifestyle, and word mother plus in and plus law become mother-in-law, or shopping plus mall becomes shopping mall. 6. Borrowing. This refers to the words adopted from other language. There are 2 types of borrowing. 1. Loan word. By this process, a word is borrowed from another language without translating it into the target language. For example, the parts tour, de, and force is borrowed directly from French, which means is masterly or brilliant feat. 2. Loan translation, also known as calcu, a morphological process wherein a word or phrase from another language is borrowed by literally translating it into the target language. For example, number 7 is choinek, also called invention, is a morphological process by which new words are invented. Sometimes, popular trademark names of various broadcasts are adopted by people so extensively that they ultimately become the everyday words of language. For example, like heroin, aspirin, escalator, Xerox, kerosene, nylon, Band-Aid, Vaseline, margarine, and Vidotech. Number 8. Blending. Blending, or also called portmanteau, is a morphological process in which the parts of 2 or more words are combined together to form a new word. Usually, the parts consist of the beginning of the word and the end of the other words. Typically, the meaning of the blend word reverberates with the meanings of the original words. For example, breakfast plus lunch become brunch, and motor plus hotel become motel. Number 9 is acronyms. These words are formed with an initial letter or each of the major parts of a word or a longer pair. With a few exceptions, acronyms are usually capitalist. Some linguists confuse acronyms with initialisms, which are also abbreviations formed in the similar manner as the former. In essence, there is a sharp difference between the two. For example, acronyms. Units National Education, Science and Cultural Organization become UNESCO. Tools like amplification by stimulate emission of radiation become laser. 3. International Criminal Police Organization become Interpol. Number 2. Initialism. 1. Personal computer become PC. 2. Asian Development Bank become ADB. 3. Liquid crystal display become LCD. And the last one, reduplication. Reduplication are also called cloning, doubling, duplication, repetition, or tattooment. It's a word formation process in which a new word is created by repeating all or part of a word or a stem, often with a change of vowel in initial consonant. Reduplication is not a major means of creating lexemes in English, but is perhaps the most usual one. Based on their usage, the technique of reduplication could be classified in the following manner. 1. Repetition without change, like bye-bye and tick-tick. 2. Rhyming reduplication, like ding-dong, super-duper, or bow-bow. Bow-wow. 3. Repetition with change of vowel, like tip-top, chit-chat, flip-flop, ping-pong, dilly-dally, or wishy-washy. And the last one, repetition with change of initial consonant, like tenny-wenny,